everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer. I am very excited about today. Today is going to be Suqqu Day. I picked up some of the holiday collection and I did a video on the eyeshadow palette and one of the lipsticks. But I also have the foundation, the blush, the lip fogs. So we're gonna try to do as much of a full face as I can with the products that I have. And I have to tell you, so far, I really am loving this line. I'm a little late to the game. I have heard about Suqqu for quite some time, but this is the first time I've actually picked it up. So let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so let's first pull the hair back. And although I did take off 6 or 7 inches of my hair, I still have quite a lot of it, and it's best to pull it back so you guys can see everything that I'm doing. You will be able to see I have no makeup on my face except for my brows are done. You will be able to see some of the skin stuff that I was talking about in my videos. I figure, you know, it's not as bad anymore, so I can go without a full face of makeup. But anyway, you'll notice it's there. I've got some compromised skin, for those of you who hadn't seen the videos before this, that had to be cryoed. On my nose, like here on my eye, around my cheeks, like up in here. You know, I'm very pale. I've been really good about sunscreen for the last 30 years, but first 18 years of my life, not so much so. So there's some skin that's been damaged, you know, from the sun, and hopefully it's just superficial and we'll all be good. And if not, then, you know, we'll do a biopsy and take care of whatever we need to take care of. But for now, you're gonna notice just some weirdness. I just like to mention it. I am taking the Guerlain watery oil and using that as my primer. I did pick up a large bottle of it in the Sephora sale. This is the tiny little bottle, so, but I keep it here on my desk because that seems to work. All right, let's start with the cream foundation. Now, it's tough to pick out shades, so fingers crossed that we're even close on the shade here, but you know, the best you can do online, it's just difficult. I will say the Suqqu website was helpful in the way they describe the shades and try to pick a shade, but again, I mean, you know, there's just so much you can do. The jar is really cool. It says the cream foundation. It is, ooh, let me show you a new thing I have. So I went to the eye doctor because I was saying I was having a difficult time seeing like these super tiny fonts, and I thought maybe my eyes were going. My eyes are fine, strangely enough, but I used to have 20/15 vision. Basically what it means is I could see better than the average person. I know, I'm just so fabulous. But anyway, I do not have that anymore. I'm now basically 20/20. So my close-up vision is perfectly normal, but perfectly normal is not what I'm used to. And so I said, well, can I get magnifying glasses for like all this tiny little font? And he was like, the doctor was like, you can just go to CVS and pick up a pair of my magnifying glasses, like, you know, readers. They're called readers. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I was like, I'm gonna be on camera when I'm gonna do this. I want like nice glasses. So being me, I picked up a pair of Tom Ford frames and just put magnifying glasses in them. I can't see anything when I'm looking like that because it's just magnifiers. So anyway, these are the Suqqu foundation, cream foundation. It has an SPF of 25. It's 30 grams or 1.05 ounces. Interesting. It has a 12-month shelf life. So anyway, so you can do that. You can get, and if I look up, I can't see a darn thing because these are just magnifiers. But if you are looking to just magnify things and you don't want to, like if you want nice glasses, which, you know, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You can buy the frames and take them to like a lens crafters or something, which is what I did. And they'll just put in readers, magnifying glasses. So I now have these very cute Tom Ford magnifying glasses. Really like. But anyway, so I'm excited. So this is the Suqqu foundation. Comes in the jar. I admit I don't really love jars, but you know, We'll see. So, whoa, okay. It's got like a tight little lid here. Well, the shade looks like it might actually work for me here. Okay. What shade did I get? That's a good question. Let me put my readers back on. 210. 210 is the shade for me. You know, it might be a little light, but I think it's gonna be okay. Because when you blend it out, I think it'll be fine. But it's certainly cool. Yeah, it's certainly a cool shade. It's got like a pink undertone to it, which is perfect. I think that's gonna be great, actually. It's a little light, but my skin on my face is actually a little bit darker because of, you know, sun damage and stuff. If you ever look when I put my hand up or something, you'll notice my hand is lighter than my face. Plus my face gets red in it because of the rosacea, so I actually look like I'm darker than I am. It does come with this little spatula, so you can take the foundation out. I didn't do that, but I mean, that's something that you can do. 101 BK Beauty foundation brush. Yeah, this color's great, actually. Good match. I think it's a nice, creamy foundation. Good coverage. Went on super easily. Dewy. I'm just being careful around my eyebrows because I don't usually put my brows on, if you will, before I do my foundation, but today I decided to do that. Yeah, that's really nice. Really creamy, really dewy. What do you think, guys? I think that's really, really nice. I know it shows up a little light, but like again, see if you look against my hands, I mean, it's actually my coloring. I think that looks really nice. It went on beautifully, really smooth, dewy, covered everything really well. It's got a nice skin tone. It is tacky at the moment. We'll let that sit for a second, but it does feel really, really nice. It comes, by the way, with like this little plastic thing where the thing goes underneath. Goes like that. I won't keep the box, but I'll keep that little thing. Okay. While we're letting that sit, let's open, I'll throw these boxes away, but so last time when I did the eyeshadow palette, I did show you the lipstick. I wore the lipstick. It's really, really nice. I actually love it. I love the formula. I'm definitely gonna pick up more of them. And I have it in, I can look at my, hold on. I have it in, is it not on the packaging? It's interesting. Oh, it is, 110. Okay, so it's in 110. This was the lipstick that I used last time with the eyeshadow palette. I'm not gonna use it today because I'm gonna show you the lip fogs, but this is a really nice lipstick. I would strongly recommend it. I think the lipstick is gorgeous. It's really creamy. It's a beautiful color. It's like a nice light peachy shade. I'll put the video above of me trying it so that you can see the shade on me, but it's really, really nice. We also have the blush compact. The packaging on this is just stunningly beautiful. It's got like a little click. This is the blush shade, blush and highlighter shade. I got it in cheek color. It's a pure color blush in 122. There is a name. I'm gonna try. Ayat Samugi. It's probably not good, but anyway, it's the 122. There was also a peach shade. I did not pick that up. I want to pick it up now that I've seen all the Suqqu products because I really like them. The packaging is just beautiful. Again, Suqqu is here on the side. It's kind of like embossed in there, and it just has this little click and it opens. It's very streamlined. It's very beautiful. I'm just really, I gotta say guys, I'm really impressed. I mean, I know people have been talking about it for a while, and so I shouldn't be surprised because everyone was saying how good it was, but you know, I'm always a little hesitant. So here's the eyeshadow palette if you haven't seen it from the one I did before. And today we'll just do a different color story. I won't use all the same shades as I used last time so that you guys can see some different shades from it. But it's a beautiful eyeshadow palette. All right. My skin still feels a little tacky, so let me use a little bit of powder. It doesn't feel super tacky, guys. It's just like a little bit, and I want to make sure that when I put the blush on that, you know, you don't get, that it goes on as well as possible. I'm gonna use the Chantecaille HD powder. This is the Suqqu Holiday Z1 brush. Super soft powder brush. All right, powder is on. That's good. Feels perfect. Okay. I don't have a Suqqu bronzer. I don't know if there is a bronzer, but I don't have it if there is. So we're gonna use the Gucci, my go-to. Okay, bronzer is on. So let's go ahead and swatch this beautiful blush, and then we will try it on the face. This is the highlighting part, which you probably won't really see on my skin. It's super pretty. I did pick up the blush palette, which came out before the this holiday collection. I think it was the pre-holiday collection. I did pick up the blush palette from that, and that is on its way sometime soon. All right, let's go in. Let's use, this is the Suqqu Holiday highlight brush. This is, I think, the Z something. I don't remember. Jeez, I'm losing my mind. All right, we're gonna go into the highlight with this. My brush video is coming soon. Coming soon to a theater near you. In fact, this is a good time to mention, as Cody Rigsby would say from Peloton, a shameless plug. A shameless plug to subscribe to my channel. It originally comes from RuPaul's Drag Race, but whatever. You know, I'm not above stealing from others. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure that you are subscribed to me here on YouTube and on Instagram. There's a lot of good stuff coming up soon. I've been teasing it out. I don't know if it's gonna happen in December or maybe January. Maybe we'll start as like a New Year thing, but gotta be subscribed, guys. These things are important. And I know, you know, you hear ad nauseum content creators talk about like subscribing to their channels, but it really does help support my channel here, helps me do a lot of the things and buy a lot of the products that I want to bring to you and some of the new cool stuff that's coming up. Okay, Sonia G Classic Crease. We're gonna go into that blush shade. Oh, I love, you know what I like so much about the Suqqu is that it has this understated elegance about it. If you're looking for something that's like super pigmented and like, you know, shiny, zoomy, crazy, this is not gonna be your brand. I can tell you that right now. You're gonna be like, oh, it doesn't really have, you know, a ton of color. But what it does is it just looks beautiful. Like you put it on and it just blends well and it looks nice. It's just really nice. I'm taking the Sonia G Smooth Buffer, just buffing that a little bit, not a lot, and nothing on the brush. Okay, so lip fog. Okay, so here's the thing. I have the lip fog in 102, and then I have the lip fluid glow in 101. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna use both. I'm gonna use the fog, and we're gonna put it on now while I put on the eyeshadow. And then we're gonna do the fluid glow at the end. I'll take the fog off and put this on, but because I want you guys to see it. There's definite difference here. So here's the lip fog and here's the glow. So let's put the lip fog on now. And this is in shade 102. No liner, nothing like that. The way the brush is built, it's really easy to like outline your lips with it. Okay, that's the lip fog in 102. Great neutral shade for me. Color's perfect. I'm sure you can already tell. I'm a big fan. Okay, let's go into eyes. Okay, so first I'm gonna swatch these for you. Like I said, I've used this palette before. I did another video on it. I'm just trying to make sure but today I'm gonna do like kind of different colors than I did before. I really like this palette. I think the shades are really beautiful. I think you can come up with a really stunning look and do all different types of shades with it. It does have a mixture of things in here, so I think there's a lot of options. This shade in particular, this like cranberry shade, when I did the other video, and like I said, I'll link it, I tried to swatch it and compare it to like the Tom Ford and the Chanel's that all came out with those burgundy shades, and honestly I couldn't find anything that was exactly the same. It's a really unique shade. I mean, they're all unique, but like that one I was just like, huh, interesting. I couldn't find something that was exactly like it, so just keep that in mind. All right. So if I remember correctly, the last time I did this, I used like this brown satin and I used like these shades. I didn't use like these 3 shades, I'm pretty sure. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm definitely gonna use these 2. And I'll try to work the orange in somewhere. But if I can, I'll at least do these 2 so you guys can see that. All right, let's start. You know what? Let's use the orange as a base. Why not? I mean, let's have fun. Let's see what it does. So I have new brushes. Like I said, my brush video is coming up soon. Let's use the Suqqu Holiday KZ06. This is an eyeshadow brush. It's a pretty big palette brush. And let's go into that orangey shade and use that kind of like an all over the lid kind of thing. Yeah, that'll work. You know, don't be afraid to try different colors. It doesn't seem obvious, you know, that you would take a shade like this and use it as a base. But again, remember, if you have good shadows, if you take an orange and like a blue, those are shades that actually they're actually really pretty together. They're very contrasting. They look nice. So, you know, that might be something that you want to do. You don't have to stick all within the same color family. You don't have to do, you know, golds with brown. You can take a gold and mix it with a blue or a green. Again, if the shades are kind of muddy, you know, you get like basically just brown. But if you have good shades, each shade will kind of bring its own, if you will, to the party. I'm gonna put a little bit of this like up into the crease. I'm gonna go very lightly with it in the crease. I mean, into the brow bone. By putting this shade on my entire lid, what it's doing, so it serves as a warmer base for whatever else goes down. So when I go into that purpley shade and that blue shade, it's going to warm it up. Okay, so we'll go ahead and see how that looks. Let's use, I got lots of new brushes, so I'm like, let's try the new brushes. Let's use the Suqqu Holiday F06 and let's go into that purple shade. The F06 is a very small little teeny brush. Let's put that on the eyelid. Yeah, you can see that although it's, quote, masking the orange underneath, you know, it picks up a little bit of that warmth by having that underneath it. And it actually looks really pretty. Not something you'd necessarily think of doing, but it looks really nice. A well-curated eyeshadow palette, you know, a lot of times you'll look at it, I think, and be like, well, I don't know how to use that. Like, that doesn't, you know, make sense to me. And a lot of times it's because it's designed by a makeup artist or a team that, you know, plays with makeup a lot. And it can be a bit daunting, but what I would tell you, in all honesty, it's like, you know, you ever notice when kids figure out technology and you're like, how did you figure that out so fast? It's because they play with it. Play with the makeup. That's what it's there for. See what works for you, what doesn't. Try things out. Not everything will work. Sometimes you'll do something and it will look terrible. But that's okay, because then you're like, oh, okay, not to do that again. That didn't work. But most of the time, you'll, especially if you invest in good makeup, you'll find that, you know, things blend really nicely and you end up with a look you never thought you would ever do. Wayne Goss number 3, I'm just buffing this out a little bit. Yeah, I mean, be a little adventurous. It's makeup. You know, it comes off. I'm not saying be a little adventurous with it 10 minutes before you're supposed to get on a Zoom call and you have a very important client meeting. But I'm saying, you know, if you're at home and you're playing, you're trying to relax, it's a great way to relax. I find it's a great way to relax, play with makeup. You know, try different things. See what works for you. Okay, FO7 Suqqu tiny little pointed brush. We're gonna go into that blue-gray shade. I'm actually there's gonna be some interesting videos along those lines that I just mentioned. I won't go into a lot of detail, but again, shameless plug, make sure you're subscribed. Let's put this in the outer and then into the crease here. We'll buff it out in a minute. It's a really pretty shade. This is a shade I absolutely would just put all over the eye. I mean, it's a really nice, gorgeous, like gray blue, gunmetal almost. Really nice. Going in with the 03, buffing that out. You know, and I buff out my shades and I, you know, blend a lot. I'm looking for a blended, seamless look. You don't have to do that. I mean, again, all of this is, you know, it's makeup, it's fun. If you want your shades to be more, I don't want to say harsh, but if you want them to stand out more and you want a clear distinction, don't buff them out. You don't have to. Okay. That looks really pretty. Really, really like that. I'm telling you guys, you will not be disappointed if you invest in Suqqu. They really have some excellent products. I'm very impressed. Let's go with the Wayne Goss number 5. Tiny brush. I'm gonna go in with that purple shade, go along the lower lash line, and then I will go back with the blue-gray shade on the outer side, and then we'll do the same to deepen up the V on the top. I'll use the same brush because I'm just gonna keep it really like right on that outside. Very, you know, very pointed, like the tiniest amount. And then I'm gonna take, if I could find my brush. All right, I can't find the brush I'm looking for right now, but I'll find it later. I'm gonna take a little bit of that bright white shiny shade, put that in the inner corner here. Okay, I will bring you in close so you can see. We'll put on some mascara and then we will try the liquid fog. Let me put some mascara on because mascara always ties everything together. Put the mascara on really quickly. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back loving the look. I mean, it's a little different. It's got like the pink and the orange and this grayish purpley blue. But I think when you put the mascara on, it just ties it all together. I think it's beautiful. I try, like I said, to mix things up every once in a while, and I think I accomplished that today. This is not my normal like color story for my eyes, but I just think it looks really pretty. So, like I said, I've got the orange all over with that purpley pink on the eyelids, and then the grayish blue kind of, you know, as the smoky shade, and that little bit of white in the inner corner to make it pop. I just think it's really pretty. And I think more than anything else, I love the foundation. The foundation is really beautiful. It's just, it went on so smoothly. It, you know, it's skin-like. It doesn't look heavy or cakey. I did put a little powder on. I think if I just waited a little longer, my skin would have absorbed it because my skin is so dry, but I wanted to get right to the action for all of you. I think this is going to be, I mean, I can't really tell right away because, again, first impressions of the foundation, but I think that's going to be a super winner for me. The lip fog, it's like nothing I've ever felt before. It's like a long-lasting lipstick, but it doesn't feel dry. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. I'm definitely going to have to get more shades of this. Really nice. The blush and highlighter I think is stunning. I'm gonna pick up, like I said, I got the blush compact. I will pick up the peach one, the holiday one, if it's still available. I'm not sure that it is. Let's try the glow formula. Let's see, let's take this off. All right, so let's go ahead with the glow formula. This is in 101. Again, this was the lighter, I believe, of the two shades that were available. I think the other shade was a red, if I remember correctly. The shade is perfect. Wow. I picked well. I'm actually shocked at myself. That feels amazing on. It's the same. I wish I could explain it. Okay. You know the Laneige, I think it's Laneige, lip masks that they have, the little ones in the tubs. I use them every night before I go to bed. That's what it feels like. It feels like a lip mask. And so does the fog. The regular fog, not the satin. Not the glow. But it's like lipstick. I'm at a loss for words. I really like this. I mean, the foundation is amazing, and I actually got the right color, which is a shock. The shadows, I've said before, I really like them. I think they're pigmented the exact right amount for me, because I can intensify. They don't call out any lines or you know, texture on my eyelids. I think they blend beautifully. The blush is stunning, and the lip fog formula, I don't know how they did that. I'm gonna have to wear it around for a while. But that feels really good. And both shades I love. So Selfridges is having a sale right now. I'm not sure how long it's going on. If I know, I'll put it down below. But basically it's 10% off beauty, and Suqqu products are on there. The eyeshadow palette's on there, which is shocking to me. If there are more Suqqu products available and shades that I want, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick up a bunch of them. I haven't been this impressed with a new product, a brand in a long time. The last one was Sydney Grace. Sydney Grace eyeshadows blew my mind, but this is really good. I like everything. Sorry, no drama here today, guys. This is all good. Okay, well, there is the finished look. The foundation, Lip Fog, I showed you the regular formula, and now the glow. I have on the blush and highlighter. This is the 122. The foundation is 210. I'll put it all down below, obviously, but yeah, I'm really impressed, and I hope Suqqu comes out with, or if they haven't already, a bronzer and some mascara and some other things. I am definitely gonna pick up more of their eyeshadow palettes. I know there were ones that have come out before years past. I've never picked them up. And the spring collection is already basically out. I mean, it's not here in the United States, but we have already seen pictures of it. And there are a bunch of eyeshadow palettes that I was like, oh, those are beautiful shades. Plus there's some on Selfridges that I think I'll just pick up. So really impressed. Really, really nice. I think Suqqu's going on my list of brands to continue trying out. Really, really nice. Wow, okay. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.